morning. It's January 31st, 2025. Welcome to Coffee with Malcolm. How's everything going, guys? I hope you are having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Let's see if I can get this going here so I can watch myself with the different things I got going on here. It should pop up here in a second, and then I can watch the chat stuff. But anyway, it's Friday. Everybody loves Friday, right? Good stuff there. There we are. Now I can see the chat because I'm so technologically disoriented. That's the best way I can say it. Let's see if I can get this camera adjusted a little bit for you guys and get it set up here. I will get a better setup one day. I think you guys really enjoyed my clumsiness. It adds to the show. Too much. Anyway, it never lines up perfectly when I try to set it up. I don't know why. I got a new coffee mug, guys. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Slariah. How's it going? I got a new coffee mug that says, I like coffee and maybe 3 people. I saw that in the store and I thought that was hilarious. It's not as big as my old coffee mug, but it's still a pretty good sized mug. It's going to hold a lot more coffee, so I'll get myself more of the jitters and stuff like that. Johnny's busiest day of the week is Friday. I'm sorry, man. Well, hang in there, buddy. It won't last forever, right? So let's kick things off here a little bit. I was looking at the Good News app like I normally do here. A couple interesting things that happened in this day in history that I thought I would share with you guys. Slariah will have to Google probably most of this stuff. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? Now, this is a day we should all remember, right? If you're in the United States, the Congress passed the 13th Amendment in the Constitution on this day. Does anybody know what that was about? You guys think about that 13th Amendment without Googling it and see if you can tell me what it is, right? Let's see here. I had a poll that I was going to throw in here, but I kind of forgot it now. I don't know. It'll come to me in a second. You guys think about what the 13th Amendment was. Best day of the week? All right, Johnny. I can only pick 4 days. So I'm going to pick 4 random days to put on this poll here. There we go. Best day of the week. Thanks, Johnny Bravo, for helping me come up with that. So the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States. Yep. So that's what the 13th Amendment was on this day in history. That was 1865. You could do the math and find out how many years ago that was. But yeah, that's what happened on this day in history. And another cool thing was, if you know what, Slariah may not know, but Scotch tape was invented or began marketing Scotch tape in 1930. It wasn't invented in 1930. That's when it hit the market for sale. It was in Scotch tape in 1930. There you go. A little whimsical fact that won't get you anywhere in life. But anywho, let's see. I just microwaved a meal last night for dinner. I know Wednesday night that I did that whole cooking show for 30 minutes, cooking steak and potatoes, and then last night I just popped some little thing in the microwave, a little TV dinner, if you will. So yeah. Have I read the Quran? No, I haven't. Will I read the Quran? Probably not. Probably not. I had to end this interesting discussion with a person in Iraq when I was deployed. He was actually in a detainment facility. We were having a conversation just by chance, and I asked him. I said, he wanted me to read the Quran, and at the time I was I was Catholic. So I was like, well, I'll read the Quran if you read the Bible. I'll read your Bible, you read my Bible. He's like, I'm not doing it. I said, well, I'm not doing it. If you're not going to open your mind to other things in this world, then why should I? And it was kind of a tit for tat type thing. He wasn't mad about it or anything like that, but we just had this conversation. He wanted to pose these questions to me and expect answers, but he would not answer any of my questions, which I thought were just as legitimate. You know, I had no desire to read it. Now I've heard some stuff about it, but I'm not a fan of the Quran. I just, my experience with that particular religion hasn't been too favorable. I'm not saying that everybody that's Muslim is bad. I'm not trying to say that either. I mean, there are millions of Muslims in Israel that use their faith peacefully, and there's no conflict inside Israel. So it's not a religious thing as far as like Jews and Muslims or Christians. They all live in harmony inside Israel itself, the hub of the three major religions of the world. So, the Muslim belief, well, this particular guy, he would not touch my Bible. He wouldn't touch it. And I said, well, and he said I couldn't actually touch his. I'd have to go get my own. Because if a non-Muslim touched it, it would, I guess, lack a better term, it would unjustify the book itself or something, way to take it away, make it evil or a sin or something like that. I'm not sure. He was super, super heavy Muslim with these beliefs and stuff. So no, it's okay, Johnny Bravo. It's fine. We'll touch on it a little bit. We're not going to dive into it too much. I don't shy away from religious questions that much. Politics I really don't care for. But he just asked why not. If I asked Reddit, asked why not. He's not damning me to hell or anything like that. So I think it's a fine question. I don't mind. I don't know. I was Christian. Now I follow Judaism. I haven't converted or anything like that. But that's what I studied and felt a connection with and believe in. So to each their own. And I've said this a million times too. You can believe and practice any faith you want. Just be peaceful with it. That'd be my only thing. Just, do it in a peaceful way. And that goes for all types of religions. Christianity, Judaism, Muslim, Hindu, whatever else. All the thousands of religions that are out there. Just, don't try to force it on people. And don't be violent with it. I don't think that's too much to ask. But anywho, we'll move on from that subject. That's okay, Sue H. I hope you come back and visit us again, hang out. Everybody's welcome. I was talking to a friend of mine last night and about TV. I don't know how we got on the subject. Kind of like how we don't know how the subject takes a path in this show. We're talking about game shows. And we're talking about Family Feud in particular. Now, again, that's an American thing. TV game shows. Family Feud's particular to that. What was I going to say? I was reading comments too. But Family Feud is going back and forth. And I was actually talking to Tracy. And Tracy said she liked Steve Harvey on the Family Feud. And I said my favorite was Richard Dawson. He was the original, the first guy. And I think it started in the late 70s, went through the 80s. The game shows back then were totally different than they are today. And it's not I don't know, it was more about the people of the show and getting to know the people of the show. Yeah, you do the host and stuff like that. But he would go down each family. And this is the late 70s and early 80s. And the 70s came out on TV with more shows having more black people in them or being majority black or all black in the TV shows, which is revolutionary for the United States in the 70s to have these shows come out. And they were successful. Sanford and Son is an example for that, But Richard Dawson would go down each family, every woman, every show, and kiss them on the lips. It didn't matter if they were white, black, purple, green, fat, skinny, tall, ugly, small. It did not matter. He would go down and he would kiss them on the lips. Every last one of them. And poor Slariah. But he would go down and he would kiss all the ladies. And I just, think back, it's like, how many cold sores did he pass back and forth? Oh my gosh. He would kiss every last one of them. And then sometimes he would kiss them multiple times if he came across them again. And then the women would get so, they're like, I get to, Richard, you're so handsome. And it's just like, I found it so comical. But he had good charisma. He would talk to everybody. He would, he drank enough whiskey to kill the germs. Garcia, hey, how are you doing? We're talking about TV game shows at the moment, and poor Sloraya is completely lost. She's in Morocco, and she's trying to learn about America through this podcast, which is, I don't know if that's very, I don't know if that's the best course of action to get knowledge about the United States, but at least it'll be positive stuff for the most part. Yeah, he drank a lot of whiskey. Those old game shows, they would do that. The match game, I can't remember the host's name of the match game, but he would have like a rocks glass with whiskey in it on the show, smoking a cigarette, going, all right, what's your answer? It's like, you couldn't see that today, you know? Just like, and he would, sometimes he'd be leaning on stuff because he couldn't stand up straight. Oh my gosh. I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking nothing of it. If you go back and watch it now, what's Johnny asking? How do you highlight your name in the comment? Oh, where you do like the @ symbol and it highlights it? I don't know. I don't know how it does that. But yeah, old game shows. And then I found out, I got excited. I love Family Feud, especially Richard Dawson. And it's free on Amazon right now. They got 3 seasons of the original Family Feud on Amazon Prime. So, Solari, if you got Amazon Prime, I don't know if they do that in Morocco, but you can stream the shows and watch them and be bewildered by television from the early 80s. What's whiskey? It's alcohol. Whiskey is alcohol. Scotch, whiskey, bourbon. Yeah, it's just alcohol. And he may have had scotch or bourbon in his glass. I just say whiskey just because, but yeah, he was definitely drinking on the show. It was like commonplace. Like, hold on a second, I gotta take a sip. And the audience would just like, he's drinking alcohol on stage on TV. I don't think Richard Dawson was drunk on stage, but that guy from the match game was. He was always, especially, maybe not the first couple of seasons, but and if Richard Dawson drank, it didn't show to me. I really didn't see it. He was a very functional alcoholic, if that's the case. But let's see here. But yeah, game shows. I love the old game shows, and they got 3 seasons of Family Feud. They got Press Your Luck, and all kinds of shows like that. They were just fun to watch. The one show you can't see on reruns is The Price is Right. It still airs, but you can't watch reruns. I don't know of any reruns of The Price is Right. But I do know shows like that would, hey Terry, the whole purpose of the show was advertising. They would give these prizes away to these people, but it was a way for companies to market their products in a very popular way through game shows. And they would give something away. They give a washer and dryer away, and they would be like Maytags, washer and dryer, built to last, blah, 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 you know. And that would be the advertising point in hopes that people would go out and buy that product later on. But one thing I thought was hilarious, and if you see on these really old game shows, is when they give a car away. If they give a car away, it's absolutely hilarious because you're watching something from 30, 40, 50 years ago, and you're like, and then behind this curtain is an AMC Gremlin. This guy, 2 disc brakes, and blah, blah, blah. AM radio, no air conditioning. It's like real basic stuff. And, or here's a Datsun 210. I'm like, what the hell's a Datsun? And then you look back and like, I don't know if I'd be that excited about that particular car if I was you. You could think back and just wonder what they did with that car once they got it home and drove it a couple of years and it fell apart. Ah, oh gosh. Mm. And some of this stuff, even at the end of the Family Feud, I watched one episode last night, and some of the advertising pieces on there. One of them was for Wendy's Chili at the end of the show. Wendy's Chili, more meat than grandma's, or something like that. And he showed the little bowl of chili from Wendy's, and yeah. And you got that advertiser voice in the background. He's like, Wendy's Chili, got more meat than grandma's chili. You're gonna love Wendy's Chili. It's nothing like that today. I wish they would make commercials like that again today with that voice, you know? Come on down to Toyota with the Toyota Fun, where you can get a car of your dreams. And make them feel like they've won something. Now you got people going, come on down, we got this nice selection. And you like this one, it's got that and that. We got the best prices in town. And they're so just calm and mellow. I want the obnoxious sales guy screaming in the camera, come on down, I'm Crazy Larry, we got the best cars in the town at the best prices. What happened to those local commercials like that? You don't see that anymore. Kind of like my video I did for God's Car Wash. Mm. Oh, thanks, Lorraine. That's awesome. But yeah, I remember some of those local commercials, and their little catchphrases still sticking to my head to this day of local businesses selling stuff. I grew up in West Tennessee, and there was this mobile home business in the area called Clayton Mobile Homes. I don't know why I remember it. I just do remember it. And he was talking about the mobile single wide trailers and stuff they had for sale. And he's on the camera with his little cheesy suit. Come on down here today and we'll get you the best trailer, blah, blah, blah. He's just going on. And at the very end of every commercial, he's come on down to Clayton Mobile Homes, where the mobile home, she revolves in the sky. And it had this pole street sign with like this miniature mobile home that just sat there and spun all the time. Just looking back, it's so ridiculous. At the time as a kid, I was like, it was just a catchy phrase, you know? Well, that mobile home, she revolves in the sky, like he was preaching. Oh, man. It's... Oh, I cracked myself up. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. We're building this channel. We're going to have some exciting stuff coming on. I did another music video last night, named this song. I kind of went off on another genre of music. So trying to challenge somebody else on their music naming abilities, and she named it right away. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find one. How did she stop this? Yeah, I was out in the backyard. It was like 65 degrees. So I sat in the backyard for a few minutes, and mosquitoes were coming around me. Mosquitoes in January. It was only warm for one day. The little boogers were flying all around me. I'm like, what the heck? I had to go back inside. I'm kind of enjoying this decent weather at the end of January. I mean, it'll get cold again. It'll knock them down. But I was just looking at my arm, and this mosquito was flying around. I was like, this has got to be insane. And I never can smack the little boogers either. Yeah, but anyway, I did the music video last night. You guys check that out and name this song. And I don't know, it's probably a little bit harder for people to guess that particular song than it would be a song from a more recent song, I should say. So, yeah, good luck with that. See if people actually can guess it or not. You guys are just carrying on. Morocco commercials still creating in your head. I can imagine. That's the same way everywhere. Every country has their things about TV that's just stuck in their head, you know, and it'll never go away. Yeah, I've lost a part of my brain space to the Clayton Mobile Homes where it revolves in the sky. I don't know. That was Jackson, Tennessee. You probably could look it up. Some old commercials. You can find anything on the internet now, right? So look up Jackson, Tennessee mobile homes, Clayton mobile homes. See if they still. I don't know if they still have the mobile home revolving in the sky or not. That was in the '80s. So that thing's 50 years old, still spinning. Johnny, do not sing that song, Johnny. Yeah, Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace. We had. What was another jingle? They all had these, and commercials had these little jingles to them too. They would have like a signature little gimmick to different brands and things like that. Or like at BSAF, we don't make the things you buy, we make the things you buy better. Why do I remember that? I don't know. Stupid stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. Mm. And why would BASF be advertising that? It's not like everybody could go online and buy stocks at that time, invest in that company. But they advertised. And I guess to get other companies to get them to, for like research and development, improve their products or stuff like that. And that's what they did was with TV. I don't even know if BASF is still in business or not. I just have that stupid thing stuck in my head. Oh gosh, the guys are going on about different types of commercials now. On the Meow Mix, meow 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 meow. Hey Michael, good morning. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. We're just being silly and talking about old TV commercials that we can't get out of our brain from childhood. So, Ford Tough. Oh yeah, they would challenge the trucks going up the hill, carrying stuff. You'd have like a Dodge, Chevy, and a Ford truck, all three of them going up a mountain with a boat behind them, and you would have the one truck outdoing the others, that type of thing, and they would challenge the truck and show how tough it was. Now it's like it's got Bluetooth and backup camera and satellite radio. It's all the bells and whistles inside the cab now. They don't even care to tell you how many horsepower it has and nothing like that anymore. J.G. Wentworth. Yeah, I remember that too. Died. Gets the stain out. Kia was the IE commercial. I don't remember that one. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Yeah. Yeah, they're like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? And then it comes with like, I would, ski down the mountains of Kilimanjaro, blah, blah, blah. It's like, with the wind in my face, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's the Eskimo cream pie. That was the Eskimo pie, not the Klondike bar. I don't know. Hey, where's the beef? All this stupid stuff. Yeah, little old lady. How'd they find that lady so tiny? They had the smallest little old lady. Either she was super tiny or the car was super huge. But it would show her pulling up to the window, and the steering wheel was as big as her body. And she would go, "Where's the beef?" This is so stupid. I don't. The commercials just don't have the same flair anymore that they used to. I think if they did that again, it would stand out so much. People would talk about it. If they had the classic style commercial of today's product, whatever company decided to do that today, it'd be so foreign to the younger generation. They'd be like, "What is going on with this commercial?" They got to think outside the box. Maybe, take some ideas from the book, and redo some of these commercials and have a more retro feel to it. The Budweiser frogs, yeah, the Chihuahua and Taco Bell. There were so many different crazy things now on the commercials. Spud McKenzie, a dog with a circle around his eye. Oh man, we could go on for hours about all that stuff. It's quite comical, though. The drunk frogs. Who come up with that? Who was smoking pot in the conference room coming up with that idea? All right, here we go. We got 3 frogs, Bud, Wise, You're going to like this. They're all drunk off their ass, right? And there are 3 frogs on lily pads in a pond, and they just say Budweiser, and that's your commercial. Yeah, let's do that. And then the rest of the people in the room are like, that's a great idea. Let's do that. I was like, what? It was so stupid. Oh, man. The RCA dog, yep. Poor Sloraya. She's trying to keep up with us. We're just rolling down the road here. No commercials on Malcolm's show. No more commercials. We're not. The only thing we're advertising is Coffee with Malcolm and some of my other videos. So yeah, I self-promote, but that's about it. And I might show some other stuff with you guys too. Different YouTubers, things like that I may see on the internet. I was thinking about, I normally find stuff funny on X or YouTube. I do not have TikTok. Don't have Instagram, but I do find some funny stuff on there. And then maybe I'll start shooting some links to some funny videos that I find on the Discord that we have. So we do have a Discord channel for our Discord, channel for this channel. Excuse me. Oh, you send some email about coffee recommendations? Okay. Coffee recommendations. Just check if they ship to the U.S. All right, I'll check the emails, Vad. I'll check the emails and see. And then I'll put the Discord link in the description of this video. It should already be there. I have a set paragraph of stuff that I say on the bottom of these episodes, and it's the same thing again and again. So the Discord link should be in the description of this video already. If not, it will be at some point this morning, and then you guys can join in. Johnny Bravo is like the administrator of it. He kind of spearheaded it for me. I'll have to pay him with a coffee mug or something like that. But anyway, Jamaican coffee, Blue Mountain, I don't know. This coffee is Ethiopian coffee. It's got a real rich flavor to it. I like it a lot. So yeah, and there's your Discord link. We'll pin that comment and replace the other pinned comment. There we go. Thank you, Johnny Bravo. So there's the link to Discord. It's a pinned comment in the comment section. Right now, our poll shows that 25% like Sunday, 8% like Wednesday, 25 like Friday, and 42 like Saturday. It's their favorite day of the week. I can only do 4 options. So if you're a Monday person, I'm sorry I left you out. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. But there's some crazy coffees out there that have weird names, and I swear they're jacked up with something else. They got something else mixed in those beans. It's not natural. I don't think Starbucks coffee beans, there's something in those coffee beans that they add to them. I don't know what it is, but I can't imagine that Starbucks has their own personal coffee farm with their own personal GMO beans that they grow and gives out so much caffeine and whatever else. They're adding something to those beans. They've got to be. That's just my belief. 86% GMO, I don't doubt it. I got to go to the post office today. I have to be at work in 30 minutes. And so we end our stream at 7:45. And then that gives me time to get over to the VK. Wave to say hi. Well, VK is in the Discord. He just jumped in. So thanks for joining us there. But anywho, 1 cup of coffee has the caffeine of 6 cups. See, that's I don't want the genetically modified supercharged coffee beans. Just give me the regular coffee beans, you know? I enjoy drinking 2 or 3 cups, maybe 4 or 5 cups in a day. It's just a beverage I like to consume. If I'm drinking 6 cups of this GMO supercharged caffeine stuff, my heart's going to explode. I just need a nice smooth level of caffeine through the day. Yeah. I'll drink Folgers. I've had that too. If I'm somewhere else and I'm, don't want to buy a grinder and all the stuff for the job or whatever, I'll get, something like Folgers. It's fine. It'll be just fine. But I do like the O. Henry's coffee from Birmingham. They're a really cool coffee shop. They're locally owned and operated down there. Check them out, O. Henry's, if you're interested in buying. They ship super fast. I'm in the Atlanta area. They're in Birmingham. I know it's not that far, but I'll get the stuff the next day. I don't know how they do it, but they somehow they got like a UPS has like a special contract with them, and that stuff's dropped off within 48 hours of my house. Done. The day I can order it at 9 p.m. and the day after tomorrow it'll be here at my doorstep that morning. It's crazy. But Nescat, I've never had the instant coffee. Well, I have had instant coffee in the Army. They used to put that in the MREs, a little instant coffee pouch, but you didn't have hot water, so you just kept stirring the damn crap for like an hour trying to get it to dissolve. So yeah, what was another one called Black Rifle coffee? A friend of mine gave me some of that, enough to make a pot of coffee, and I'll tell you that stuff had good flavor. Man, it was like, see, it was just too much. It was supercharged. That's all I can think of to call it. That's the only term I can think of is supercharged coffee. It just wasn't natural. Cinnamon toast crunch flavored hot dogs. Johnny's trying to be, get attention over here. He's an attention seeker. So you got to watch out for Johnny. Pecan coffee with caramel macchiato cream. Say, I don't have a. Yeah, Black Rifle's veteran owned. Yep, yep. I've tried it, but again, it's not something I want to drink every day. So VK's dropping some stuff in the Discord for you guys to check out. Some stuff about Indian coffee. So I've got it pulled up over here on the other screen. So I'm looking at the Discord and I'm looking at the stuff on here for the YouTube. I got all kinds of stuff going on. And I'll get it more streamlined as time goes on. I just haven't taken the effort to do so. But anyway, Johnny's a bit weird. We accept all kinds, Johnny. Do not be deterred by Terry. don't let him dig. You're not. Well, I mean, that's why people have cream and sugar for the coffee. I like my coffee black, and I like a good flavored coffee. Obviously, not a good. I wouldn't say flavored like hazelnut or nothing like that. I mean, just regular black coffee with a good taste to it, and not enough I don't want it to have so much caffeine that it'll put a rhino in cardiac arrest. I don't. Anyway, it's time for me to get a refill. We did 19 seconds yesterday. I'm going to bump it down to 18 seconds to get this thing refilled. I'll be right back. You guys hang in there. Talk amongst yourselves. And I'm back. That took a little bit longer last time. But here I am, nonetheless. Soraya is back. Woo! How about the Mets? I ordered myself a new flashlight, and I had a nice flashlight from the company called Bushnell, and I like their products. They've been around for a while, and they make some good stuff. This is a very hefty feeling flashlight. It's got the LED. It's supposed to be 1,000 lumens, and it's rechargeable. So get a pit crew. I thought about making like a little shelf and bringing the coffee pot behind me. But anyway, it's USB. You plug it in USB, you charge it, and it's pretty damn bright. So I mean, I like it. I had one that was a little bit smaller than this, but I lost it. I don't know where it is. I can't find it anywhere. I have not tested to see how long the battery lasts, but it's got the bright dim and strobe functions on there, and it's got a belt clip on it. The little place where you charge has this little cover that slides over so you can cover up the charging port and it doesn't get clogged with dirt and debris. It has a little lock feature so it doesn't accidentally get turned on. So I can do this little switch up here, and that allows the flashlight to be turned on and off, so it doesn't accidentally get turned on in your backpack or something like that, or your pocket or whatever else, and then run the battery down. I just got it yesterday. It's a really cool flashlight, lit up the backyard great. Bushnell, I'm not endorsed, but it's just a company that I like, and it's a brand that I like. I like their binoculars. I like their headlamps. I like their flashlights. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was like, what was it? I was like $50 for the light, but it's a good metal light. It's not plastic. It's all metal. It's got a really good grip on it. I like it a lot. I remember I had a Surefire flashlight back in 2004 when I was deployed, and it had a regular bulb, and it wasn't LED, but that thing was super bright. It would just chew up batteries though. It would drain them so fast. Um, and it only lit up as it would only light up as you're holding the button. It was meant to be put on the side of a weapon, like your M16, your M4, whatever, and it had this little thing that you put on the grip, and you could tap it with your thumb, and it would shoot the light out as you needed it, but it wouldn't stay on. As soon as you lift your thumb off the button, it would turn off. So you can kind of spotlight things. It's meant for tactical use, but I brought one home. It wasn't actually issued through something that people bought, and I had it. I don't know. I've lost it too. I lost a bunch of stuff. Um, but anyway, it was a really good flashlight, but it would just drain batteries so fast. Um, Light uses 6D cell batteries. That's like those huge mag lights that are like 2 feet long. You could like play baseball with them. They're so big. The flashlight is. I used to own the little mag lights, the little ones, the little pin type with the 2 batteries in it. Those are kind of handy to have. But now with these LEDs, it's just insane how bright these things are. I don't want to blind people, but I do want to see, what's going on. Mag lights, not the nagging ones. No, you don't want those lights that are like, come on, man, turn me on. We got to get to work. Why are you even sitting around all the damn time? No, it's not a nag light. Yeah, I would definitely throw that away if we had a nag light. I'd be like, you got to go. Mhm. Police don't carry those things anymore. I don't know any. I don't think they sell those flashlights much anymore. Those big flashlights. They wanted them because they had a bigger bulb. They were brighter. They were hefty. You wouldn't lose them because they were 2 foot long, the size of a baseball bat. But now they're so compact, and I didn't want one too small. This one's got a good grip on my old hand. It's not. I'm not covering up when I grip it. So that's another thing that I like about it too. It's just the right size for me, I think, to use, and I can take it camping, have it around the house. The power goes out or something like that. But yeah, Mom's on here. Hey, Mom. I didn't even see. Knocking you. It'd be like a billy stick. Those mag lights. They're so huge. I remember seeing those and thinking, why would you need a flashlight that damn big? She can't type in the chat. That's okay. Well, she's welcome. We got Slaria's mom watching us from Morocco. You guys can say hello to her in the chat if you choose to do so. We're welcoming all kinds of people on here. I don't know. We went from game shows to flashlights somehow. But anyway, and our poll is about a favorite day of the week. Sunday and Friday are coming up there, bringing Saturday down to 38%. So we're getting some more votes in there. Favorite day of the week. Thanks to Johnny Bravo's suggestion. That's cool. Man, nothing like a good cup of coffee in the morning to get you going. What else? We got about 5 more minutes to talk about some stuff on here. I was going to look at some stuff, more things about this day in history. Yesterday, I missed this part out, though. So, let's see here. 50 years ago today, Hungarian sculptor and architecture professor applied for a patent for his magic cube in Hungary. The first Rubik's Cubes reached Budapest toy shops 2 years later. The Rubik's Cube. That was yesterday. And it's got like quadrillion different combinations or some craziness like that. You seen these videos? There's one guy that in a Rubik's Cube contest, he is juggling 2 Rubik's Cubes at the same time and solving them as he's juggling them. I don't know what part of the spectrum you have to be on for that to happen, but it's like, what? Huh? I have a hard enough time putting this together each morning so I can hang out with you guys. I can't imagine juggling 2 Rubik's Cubes at the same time in a competition and solving them. So they did it in slow motion. You can see it. As soon as he hits his hand, he turns it, and then he flips it up, turns the other one, and he's looking at both of them, and he's just the mind, I don't know, the thought process of all that happening at the same time is immense to be able to, yeah, solve it. It's insane. And he does it. It takes him a couple minutes. It's not like the 3 second solve you see in like these speed Rubik's Cube solvers and stuff like that. You get like 5 seconds or something stupid like that. Uh, People throwing it back and forth and solving the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, that's it's I never could solve one. My brother had one. He could solve it. He wasn't like a speedster with it, but he could look at and he could solve it. There's like a couple of patterns that if you keep it in this certain pattern, it solves it. So it's kind of like a cheat in a way. But I would, he's 8 years older than me. So I was a little kid when we got a Rubik's Cube, and I couldn't figure it out. So you know what I did? I peeled the stickers off and put them back on in the correct order. And it just ruined the stickers on the Rubik's Cube, and he'd get so mad. I don't know if he's watching this or not. Yeah. And then he proceeded to like take it away from me. I think now it's like printed on the Rubik's. It's not stickers anymore. They're printed on there or painted on there or something like that. But Terry's got to go. All right, Terry, have yourself a great day, man. He's headed to Coca-Cola, dropping off. He's a truck driver, so he's out there doing his thing, getting stuff to stores for us so we can spend our money. But anywho, yeah, the Rubik's Cube thing, I never could do that. That's kind of like the competition for jigsaw puzzles I was talking about the other day. Yeah, I don't know. I could do a jigsaw puzzle over like a couple of years. just sit there putting one together. I don't know. I've tried and I've done it, but I end up losing focus, especially with the internet and things that we have at our disposal these days. There's so much going on that you could be doing a million different things each day. Sit down and do a jigsaw puzzle for hours on end. I don't. It may be therapeutic for some people, but I don't know if I could do that. Sit there and always start with the four corners and work your way in. But anywho, I was never really good at solving puzzles like that. You can't do a Rubik's Cube, but you can pick a lock in 15 seconds. There's a guy, VK, splashing the Discord here with all kinds of cool stuff. You should do your homework, Soraya, always. This can always be watched later. But anyway, what was I did gumming? I lost my train of thought. There it went, out the rails and down the tracks. I can't remember. It's gone now. Puzzles. Talking about puzzles. Yeah, doing the different. I wasn't good at them. I was good at Sudoku puzzles for a while, and I was like timing myself to see how fast I could solve Sudoku puzzles. Now, I started off with the easy ones, of course, and I would try to get them done as fast. I was getting down to like a minute and a half or 1 minute to solve what they called an easy Sudoku puzzle, and it wasn't the fact. It was just I was seeing how fast I can do it. I could solve them no problem, the easier ones, but it was just trying to get the speed down. And for a while there, I was knocking it down pretty quick. And the lock picking, there's a guy on YouTube called the Lock Picking Lawyer. Never shows his face, and he can pick absolutely any lock you throw at him. Hands down. It's insane. People will send him locks wrapped up in plastic and bags and stuff like that, and they challenge him to open it on camera, look at it, pick it, and some people are like, this lock's unpickable, and he can do it. Lock picking lawyer. And he'll show you tricks and stuff, different locks and how they get picked. He'll go into details about the pins and all that kind of stuff. It's insane. I used to watch him a lot too, and I was like, how do they do that? You just got to have a talent for it, I guess. You can feel the little tumblers and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a knack some people have and some people don't. And I don't. So no worries about me breaking into your house. I can't pick a lock. Oh, man. Well, we're almost done here. We got like 1 minute left. It's Friday, like I said, here in Friday morning here in the United States. I know I get people from all over the world on here, so I hope your day is going well or has gone well for you wherever you may be. Thanks for joining us this morning with Coffee with Malcolm. I've had a great time. We talked about some wild stuff like we always do. It kind of takes its own path, which I think makes it entertaining and fun. It's the whole show is completely unscripted. So yeah. But anyway, the Discord's up. Check it out. Join the community, and you can message. I check it periodically through the day. You'll be able to communicate with me and other people's in the chat. So yeah, you can stay connected that way. I don't broadcast on Saturdays. I'll see you on Sunday morning. I hope you guys have a great day. Like, subscribe, share, check out some other videos on the channel, and don't forget to compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. All right, guys, have a great day. Let's see if I can do this here without. And here we go with my sad attempt to stop the stream by letting you guys look outside.